Good afternoon, everybody. Now let's start off with our 500 millibar chart here. And as we head into this evening and into the overnight, we have this kind of trough feature along this axis that is going to start making its way into the area and should kind of be overhead-ish by tomorrow, around noonish tomorrow. And it kind of just hangs around, doesn't really move much. The actual low pressure center up here in Canada does kind of move off, but you can still see this trough-like feature through our area, even into Wednesday morning. So that is certainly interesting. I think the most likely time for any precipitation from this would be tonight and into the morning hours. So now let's head down to the 850 millibar level. And of course, okay, there it goes. I was about to say, and of course, it's going to take a minute to load. We can actually see at the 850 level that we're right at the base of a trough at the moment, right now, actually. And it kind of, yeah, you can see another one kind of take hold down here that is sort of linked up to this as we head into tomorrow morning. It really starts to take hold tonight, but like at this point, it's like pretty early tomorrow morning. So I guess that is going to be pretty telling of our pattern. Maybe we have like a slight shortwave ridge right here, right behind the trough, as we head into Wednesday morning. It's not super obvious, but maybe. There's definitely a high pressure system and an associated ridge out to our west. Of course, that is not going to really mean anything for us. Now down at the surface, we do have a low pressure system just off to our north, and a little bit of a high pressure system just to our northwest. And that high just kind of dives down towards our area, and it gets colder. It does, in fact, get colder again. Yep. Yes, indeed. I'm sure that's all what we wanted to hear right now. Absolutely fantastic. If you can't, I think I've said this in a video just the other day, but if you can't tell, I'm tired of the cold. I don't, at this point, just mentioning it in the forecast makes me sad. Like, I'm sick of this stuff, man. So let's take a zoom on in and actually see what these temperatures are gonna be. No, I don't really want to. Good news is we may briefly make our way into the mid to upper 20s today, looking maybe around 25, 26 degrees before it does cool off a bit tonight and into tomorrow morning. But we're still going to be hanging around in the, upper teens, looking like probably 18 or so degrees. But of course, it's just going to get cold. It is going to cool off a little bit the further we head into tomorrow, as a cold front starts to make its way through. Excuse me. And we will dip into the low double digits. We're looking at maybe 14, 13 degrees here before it does warm up just a little bit with that daytime heating coming in from the sun. And we do get back into the 20s for tomorrow afternoon before the temperatures really take a nosedive tomorrow night and especially into Wednesday morning. Here we're looking at the lower single digits. Well, more mid to lower single digits. We're probably looking at 3, 4, 5 degrees here. So, again, my book, not fun. This does not bring joy to me. I'm tired, man. Speaking of speaking of things that do not bring joy, we have a winter weather advisory in effect at the moment until 7 p.m. and it's not for snow. It is for areas of freezing drizzle. We could have some light ice accumulations tonight. So that's just something to keep in mind if you plan on traveling. There may be some slippery road conditions this evening. Not fun. So let's actually take a look at our precipitation map here. Now keep in mind this is an ensemble models, which means it takes a bunch of different models, puts them all together, averages things out, which means that some detail is lost. And that I think is pretty evident as you really can't see much across the area uh, this evening, this afternoon, this evening, into the morning hours. It shows pretty much nothing, a couple of little snow showers here or there. And I think, or not I think, but that's mainly because any precipitation that we are going to be getting should be very light. So light, in fact, that it's not showing up on the ensembles. And let's go to our reflectivity. We can actually look at the individual members, and so this brings some of that detail back. So it looks like there should be some sporadic little snow or freezing drizzle showers pretty much all through the afternoon and into the evening hours, and even through some of the overnight hours, and into Tuesday morning. But as we head into the evening and start into the overnight tomorrow, they really start to clear out, and you just see some banding along the lakes. Now, this is just one of the member models. Let's take a look at one of the other ones. And it shows kind of a similar progression, although it has those smaller showers clearing out a lot earlier. By Tuesday morning, they're pretty much all done and dealt with, and it's just the coastal areas. Moving on to another member. It again also shows those little showers clearing out earlier. Take a look at another one. It really doesn't show much of those showers at all. I mean, you can definitely see some here this afternoon, but really, even by evening, they're pretty much gone. Although it does bring some of this coastal stuff a little more inland tomorrow afternoon. And then this one definitely shows some more widespread, larger areas of precipitation lasting through the evening into tomorrow morning and even a little bit into tomorrow afternoon before it again switches to mostly coastal stuff as we head into tomorrow evening and into Wednesday morning. So those are kind of the possibilities we're looking at here for precipitation, and any precipitation we might get is likely to be in the form of snow and or freezing drizzle, which is just freezing rain but really light. It's freezing rain drizzle, yeah. So really what I'm saying is who sees precipitation is really just going to depend on where those sporadic showers end up being. How much precipitation is going to depend on exactly how many of those showers we end up getting, if any, and how intense they are. But bottom line is we are not expecting much precipitation. We're looking at maybe half an inch of snow here in the Lansing area. Even our high end amount is a half an inch of snow, maybe getting close to an inch, but really not looking at much. And if we look at the ice forecasts, even maybe like 1/100th of an inch in some areas, not much at all. Even the high end amount, you don't see a 1/10 of an inch anywhere. Just some more widespread areas of between 1/100th and a 1/10 of an inch. Not much ice at all. If we do get a little trace of ice, like, yeah, that's going to have some impacts, but it's not a lot at all. The wind forecast is pretty much largely on track still. We have maybe some 10-mile-an-hour winds about now, but that should calm as we head into the evening and into the overnight. Should remain calm for much of tomorrow, although some wind does build late tomorrow afternoon. Not much, though, still below 10 miles per hour. And then it calms down again. Pretty simple forecast for sustained winds there. We look at our gusts. It's taking a minute to think. Kind of like me all the time. There it goes. Even gusts right now are kind of on the lower end. 15 to 20 miles per hour at most. Even the gusts almost completely calm down. They don't quite completely calm down, but almost. We're, 10 miles per hour max here as we head into tomorrow morning. Some of it does build back in the area, but still not still like 10 to 15 mile per hour gusts at most. And then it does completely clear out as we head into Wednesday morning. So, wind, not really something to be thinking about in the big old brain the next day or two. Last but not least, let's take a look at some of that cloud cover. Everyone's favorite, right? It's cloudy. Confirmed. Cloudy. Now, maybe we get some breaks in the clouds around 5 or so p.m., but I think really it's going to remain cloudy until we start to head into tomorrow morning. We are starting to see some more significant clearing in the area. And yeah, tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon, maybe we do have some clear bits of sky. But as we head into the afternoon, some of those clouds build back in for a few hours before they start to clear out again as we head into the evening and into the overnight. Now, there are still some clouds pretty much at all levels here now as we head into um, Wednesday morning, but I don't think it'll be 100% coverage, so there might still be some clear spots. Maybe, maybe not. Just have to wait and see. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you tomorrow.